capability to surprise.
Yes.
I mean, no matter what you expect, he just never produces what you expect. He can, you know.
Oh wow, he has the flush draw here. Oh man, top two. Oh, the only better card than the 9 of clubs instead of the 7, and this is about as much action as you can get.
And I guess the real question is
seat 7 check.
Well, I was going to say is how fast Seaver wants to play it.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
because Seaver might have fast played that on the flop, you know, check raised and tried to get some money in.
I love this. I love the bet. I love Vanessa's hand. Vanessa's probably going to peel. With this board, Phil's in there peeling, drawing dead.
He's in big trouble here.
Yeah, a lot of times when it checks around and the first person to bet the turn is usually bluff, just has nothing. So I think Phil's going with that train of thought here, and he's thinking, I can get an 8 to fold. I have overs if they has like 8, 9 in calls. I mean, this is catastrophe. Scott, I have a feeling Scott will call and check. Whoa, the very ever so slight head shake.
Brilliant.
He knows Phil is a live pro. Phil's watching him out of the corner of his eye. The very subtle thing. He's not raising, he's calling.
Now, in Seaver's mind, it's really hard for Locke not to be drawing dead here, because how can Phil have an ace here? I mean, would Phil have checked an ace 3 ways on the flop?
He just called, right?
Yeah.
This is
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
he knows where he's at.
Right.
He knows where he's at.
He knows Locke's drawing dead.
He knows Phil probably doesn't have an ace like 90% of the time. Oh god.
No.
If Seaver,
oh my gosh! Vanessa would have made the full house.
Yep, she's killing herself right now. She literally wants to go jump, but she's gonna be so happy because this will be shown. If he lead, he's gonna lead. So I don't think he thinks he has a flush because he wouldn't think Phil would check that back. So he's gonna lead and he's gonna get called.
So he actually thinks that Locke might have been making sort of a blocking raise with like 10s or jacks, trying to get to a cheap showdown.
Phil's just calling here. He's not raising. The board's paired. He has a second nut flush. Phil thinks he miracled the river here, and he's going to be very upset. This is a nightmare. Vanessa is the happiest person in Montreal right now. Look at her.
What a cooler! What a cooler!
Theo's deciding if he goes all in, will he get called? He thinks he will.
Not by Elke.
Not by Elke.
Theo, I think I have to trust in my instincts. It says you've got nothing.
He's making the call, and he's going to see his instincts were wrong. Theo Jorgensen has the aces. He has Queen 9.
His instincts were very wrong. He's a 4-1 underdog behind Theo.
Listen to the crowd applaud. The Danes want to see the homeboy win this pot.
Wrong instinct this time, but it happens to me.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't guess what your opponent's got, and this is one of those occasions.
That's just about all Theo at this point.
Theo in great position to double up here.
Oh my goodness. That is the best card that Toth could have hoped for. Now suddenly it's only a 2-1 race. He's got a straight draw and a flush draw.
Looking for a heart.
Or an 8 or a king.
And there's the 10 of hearts. And that means on the river, Theo Jorgensen has been defeated. Richard Toth has made a flush and has actually knocked Theo Jorgensen out of the tournament.
This is absolutely amazing. And in fact, Theo had said pair the board, and it did, but he didn't think about pairing and making a heart simultaneously. What an awful, awful river card for him.
I like watching stuff and not being in the head.
Spirit and Vanessa battles.
Antonio may be driving the action a bit with his mouth. Vanessa knows her own reputation, so she knows Prahlad could be 3-betting her light, thinking she's raising light, which she is. And if that's the case, she could get into some real trouble here.
4-bet to 13,200 with the jack high.
So typically a Vanessa Selbst 4-bet is going to start to get some credibility, which means if Prahlad thinks she's got some kind of hand, he'll easily put in a 5th bet. Another thing to consider, if Prahlad wants to continue to have Vanessa think he's bluffing, he's more likely to raise again than he is to just call.
It is 5 bets to 35,000.
It's 30? It's 35.
All right, well, this looks like a pretty easy fold for Vanessa.
But she hasn't dumped her cards yet. Joe, what in the world could she be thinking about here?
Well, she might be a little steamy from that last hand still, and is probably leveling herself with thoughts that Prahlad is just messing with her.
Now it looks like she wants to see how many chips Prahlad has left.
If she levels herself into thinking Prahlad is messing with her, this is going to be a disaster. She should be folding any second now.
Pot.
She puts in 6 bets with Jack high.
Oh boy.
1062.
$106,200 is now the bet.
This is an absolute punt. Let's count the hang time.
All right, I'm all in.
Prahlad is all in.
It is a mistake. I call.
Vanessa calls.
I can't.
Aces for Prahlad.
No.
He's got aces.
Yeah, I know.
I'll bet you
How
he's got
many do you
aces.
want to run it?
He has aces.
It's like 100%.
Of course. She has ace, king, or kings.
Nope, I have nothing. Twice?
Whatever you want.
Let's do 3 times.
Sure.
That's it.
She has live cards.
Oh boy.
How much do you have?
He's got you covered, I think.
160, 170, something.
So they're going to run it 3 times.
Almost spoke to win. Couldn't do it.
How many times do you guys say you're running?
3.
3 times.
Nice hand. I'm gonna leave if I don't.
I think I speak for Vanessa when I say, Even worse, some of Vanessa's outs have been folded, so she's a bigger dog than she thinks.
First to 3 runs coming up. Winner will get a third of the pot. King 4-5.
That's not good.
She'll need runner.
6 of diamonds. 6 of diamonds. 6 of diamonds.
Don't waste it.
6 of diamonds would that be the best card?
6 of diamonds would give her straight and flush draws.
God.
To the turn. 9 of hearts.
All right. Put a deuce of clubs. Oh, ace of clubs is good.
I think Prahlad knows the time for speeches is over.
River 10 of hearts, and Prahlad has locked up a third of the pot worth over 113K.
I'm such a. Why do I do this to myself? Every time. Not every time. I usually don't do this to myself anymore. What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing. I'm just,
Pretty sure he was laughing.
Here comes the second of 3 runs. 8 king 5 2 diamonds flush draw for Vanessa.
It's already a diamond over there.
There it is. That's the spirit. Show the other diamonds.
The 6 of diamonds would definitely be more useful here than it was in the last one.
Vanessa only needs 1 more diamond.
Turn 5 of hearts.
Wow, Prahlad is strong. How did he dodge it there?
Missing the flush draw would be devastating. She's not likely to flop this good again.
To the river. No diamond, 3 of clubs.
What a brick.
Break ball.
Super brick.
Bricktastic.
So Prahlad is 2/3 of the way to scooping the biggest pot ever won on the big game.
What an absolute gift from Vanessa.
No jacks and 7s.
Run number 3. 4 6 king 3 more bricks. This is getting hard to watch.
Not even a sweat.
Vanessa's dead to 2 pair trips or a straight, all of them runner, or else Prahlad's gonna need a wheelbarrow to bring all his money home.
To the turn. Deuce of spades.
Nice hand.
And Prahlad's gonna win a pot worth over $340,000.
Wow, Prahlad did it. That's sick.
All right, I'm out of here.
Nice playing with you, Vanessa.
Nice playing with you.
Good playing with you, Vanessa.
Why not win one of them?
Vanessa's gonna hit the rail, and with that, Prahlad Freeman has the biggest scoop in the history of the big game.
Enjoy.
Good playing with you, Vanessa.
Why did I do this? You understand? You have any idea why I did this?
Honestly, I don't know why you did that. I mean,
Oh, kings for Notkin under the gun.
Cowboys.
Hang on a second.
Here we go.
So Notkin raises, Miller moves all in. What's Miller's hand? King Queen. Jacques with a decision in the small blind. He's got ace 10.
Hi-ya.
And he reshoves.
Oh boy. What is happening? What does Rivers have? How is he even thinking about this? He's got 2 8s.
OMG. Notkin's got more chips than anyone else. Notkin's got them all covered, and he's got the best hand.
This would be absolutely rishnefulous
You're waiting for one player to go broke. You might see 3 players go broke here.
This would be the weirdest end of a tournament ever.
It would somehow feel appropriate. I'm pretty sure that Rivers is folding. It's not a simple case of just Miller shoving. It's the fact that Jacques has shoved over the top of him. And Notkin is sitting there knowing that he's going to snap when the action comes back to him.
Oh, boy. How do you even stay in your chair? And you better, because they might kill your hand. He's in!
He's all in!
Holy shnikes!
And Notkin calls, putting the other 3 players at risk. I have never seen a 4-way all-in at a final table where the guy with the other 3 players has got them covered.
This is crazy town.
If Kings hold here, we go from 4 players to a champion. And Robert Notkin, the online qualifier, who got his seat for just $30, has won the Canada Cup.
Notkin could be knocking all 3 players out in one hand.
What a ridiculous hand. So just to clarify, Notkin ahead with Kings, Miller all in with King Queen, Jacques all in with Ace 10, Rivers all in with 8, 5 cards to come.
He's got half the equity 4 ways.
Good luck to the dealer trying to work out side pots.
Did anyone fold an ace?
Jack 7-3, Kings holding.
Kings way holding.
Notkin now a 75% favorite to eliminate the other 3 players and win the Canada Cup.
Way bigger favorite now.
88% favorite, the river card. As a man once said, it's a brick, and Robert Notkin has won the Canada Cup.
Notkin knocks out everyone.
What a way to win the tournament!
Can you hear me knocking?
His friends and family came all the way from Toronto to see this tournament, and what a hand for them to witness. As Rob King says, the strangest hand ever streamed online, a 4-way all-in, which sees Robert Notkin claim the title, the trophy, and $366,000.
Oh dear.
Sahato has got Kings in the small blind.
It's a beautifully timed move from Luca Pagano here. Morning.
Sahato shoves. Team Canada are all in. Action folded back around to Luca, who made a move with nothing and will fold his 6 deuce, and Cornils will surely insta-call.
It will not insta-call. I mean, he's got to consider the possibility that, you know, what if he calls so quickly that it dislodges one of the TV lights and it falls on the table and marks the hand?
Well, the Germans have decided to call a timeout, and poor old Sahato probably thinks, I must be way in front.
Probably still made the wrong decision against Canada.
Very difficult to make a wrong decision here.
We're feeling good. Our guys demand, we're feeling good.
You shouldn't be.
We have this German very, very confused now. They need 5 of them to be just one guy from Canada.
Asse. They're going to be very angry in a minute.
Nee, aber trotzdem. Warte, Moment. Wir machen das. Ja, ich habe kein... Ich wollte jetzt nicht einfach so...
Wir treffen jetzt den Timeout und dann ist ein bisschen...
Also, okay,
dann ist egal.
You've got to assume that this kid is just a bit inexperienced and is nervous about going all in with 5 cards to come. I mean, famously, there was a sportsman once in a TV show who folded aces before the flop because he thought it was just a pair of 1s.
I call it.
Oh, funny that.
We had Kings for Canada.
Sahato is not going to be happy.
I didn't know. No way.
This is a really, really weird hand.
Yeah, why you even call timeout?
Such a slow roll.
Sorry, guy.
It's good position. It's good position.
That's embarrassing. No, honestly, that's really embarrassing.
Was it you, Tom?
I didn't know.
Oh dear, it's all kicked off. Jan Heitmann trying to extend the international olive branch of peace. As it stands, Germany are the team at risk here, but are massively in front.
It's hard not to funk for a king, isn't it?
I can't believe that the Canadian captain is still smiling.
King on the river. King on the river. River card. Give us one time. One time.
Is there such a thing as poker karma? No, there isn't. The aces hold up, and the Germans double up through the Canadians.
Honestly, that's really embarrassing. I didn't know. Okay. He doesn't snap, and he looks at me and he goes like this. Of course, I'm sorry for that. He told me as aces. I'm like,
oh, it's turned into a United Nations Security Council meeting. To be fair, the Germans later apologised with beer.